Hi guys, I got a 2012 X5 M Sport 50i 4.4 liter. I'm replacing the heater control valve. I just pulled the old one out. This is the old one right here. This is the new one. I got the 60 bucks online. We'll see how it works out. This looks kind of scary at first, but it's really not. The best thing to do is to disconnect your line from your overflow tank right here. And also, first, to pull your engine cover off, obviously, disconnect your overflow tube here and pull your snorkel off the front. You got your left one and you got the driver's side one here. And then you'll see your heater control valve right down in this area. So what you're going to do is, the best thing I could recommend is get your 10 millimeter, pull the two bolts off of your overflow tank. Take some duct tape, wrap it around it, and tie it up. One's on the strut, and one on the bracket right here on the inside of the fender. That pulls it out of the way. Just snug it as far away as you can. You'll get a couple inches of working room, and that's really all you need. Then you're going to get an 8 millimeter socket on a swivel extension 1/4 inch ratchet. That is going to pull two bolts right here off of the bracket that holds your heater control valve right on the inside of the fender well. Okay, so you pull those two bolts out, and that gives you all your working room. You're going to have another tube right here to disconnect, and I duct taped that out of the way too, so that hangs down. So you're going to want to duct tape that up and just pull it out of the way. Be gentle with it. It's a plastic line, so just be careful with it. You don't want to open up a can of worms, and you know how these BMWs are. If you touch anything plastic, it's going to break. But sometimes if that happens, it's probably a good thing. It just needs to be replaced anyways. So disconnect that, and I just put one end of it. God, this light's kind of driving me nuts. Inside, just to tuck it out of the way. Normally this goes right here and it connects together. So I just pull it out of the way right there. Okay, that gives you your working space. Now once you get in there and that bracket is loose, what I did is I bent the tip of the bracket about 60 degrees over. You can kind of see that top there. You have to do that because that's how you get, easiest way I found to get the hose clamp off. So you can use, this is what I use for the hose clamp, get it along, you know, like an extended flathead medium. That will get your bolts off. The hose clamps, 3 hose clamps. So you'll get those hose clamps off, and then you'll find they aren't going to come right off. They never do. We're never that lucky. So what you do is you get your pliers, open them up all the way. You're gonna lightly put those around the rubber, and then you're just gonna crack it loose. Now this thing's been sitting for 8 years, so it'll glue itself on there, and they're all like that. Every car's like that, where they're a little challenging to get off. But you'll crack those loose. You'll pull your 2 tubes off, and then it's just a matter of reinstalling it. So I just want to share that with anybody that's interested. These things do go out. If you have symptoms of, on your climate control vents, if one vent is warmer than the other, it's your heater control valve. If your air conditioning is colder than one side and they're on the same temperature, it's your heater control valve. These things have 2 bushings inside. They always fail, and a very, very common issue on BMWs for climate control. So don't fret about taking this to a shop and paying, you know, a half day's labor or whatever. Challenge yourself. You can do it. Get your part online. This is all the tools I've used so far. This is it. Pliers, medium flathead ratchet, 8 millimeter socket, 10 millimeter socket, 1/4 inch extension. Not a big deal. That's all you got right there. That's doing the whole job. So I'm going to shut the camera down and get this thing installed. And then once you install it, you want to hit your heater on 84 max, the fan on max, and then get your car at a tilt if you can. This is how I got mine set up right here. You can see my driveway is angles up. So that's the best way to fill the BMW, because it bleeds itself out when the system's filling. The highest point is the radiator. See that, how it's angled down. So 2012 50i X-Drive BMW M Sport 4.4 liter heater control valve. Problem solved. Thanks, guys. I'm going to get this posted and hope it helps you.